Welcome to our Defense Talks Executive Video Spotlight Series. We're here with David Stickley, Director of Strategic Programs at Dell Technologies. David, thank you so much for joining us.
Great to be with you, Wyatt.
My first question for you is, as the joint force pushes towards JADC2, what will be the key to successfully delivering a seamless transfer of data among the services for quicker and better decision-making in the future fight?
Well, Wyatt, there are so many keys to actually making this JADC2 construct be effective. I would tell you that the one I focused on is delivering an edge-focused cloud solution. We need to have data-driven solutions for the future. Much of this edge fight today is driven by what I will call a perception of cloud as a location. I hear program managers today talk about moving workloads to the cloud as if they need to lift and shift things to the cloud. I believe what our commanders truly need today are edge-focused cloud solutions so that we can bring the data that is relevant to the warfighter, that allows rapid decision-making into these operations centers in a much more concise fashion. So what Dell Technologies is doing today is building out these cloud solutions. We look at cloud as an operating model. You have the ability to bring the data off those systems that are so close to the warfight, do the analytics, the AI, ML, and do that rapid decision-making right there at the edge. What that does is it delivers that product, if you will, to the warfighter in a much more rapid fashion. And the rest of that cloud ecosystem is connected through a common plane. That common control plane connects regional data centers that, where appropriate, will move the data back to a larger continental United States-based data center. But that's one of the things that I think is absolutely key to enhancing warfighting, is that you've got to move the data, you've got to move the analytics to the edge. You've got to be able to make decisions, bring that decision-making to the warfighter in a much more rapid fashion. And again, we're deploying those models today, and we're even deploying those models in an as-a-service mode. So the ability to consume cloud in a consumption model is available as well. But to make the services work together in a JADC2 world, and to bring that warfighter effective capabilities to make command decisions, you got to get that operational data closer to the edge.
Well, David, I think it's also fair to say Dell Technologies is a front row seat to see the unfolding of emerging technologies across the technology landscape. I'm curious, what emerging technologies do you think will have the greatest impact on DoD's mission over the next decade?
Well, again, I would focus, Wyatt, on what I call the big rocks. If you get that foundational cloud architecture in place, the next layer that you need to be effective is the communications layer. And the piece that I feel we truly need to exploit is 5G. You may not think of 5G as an emerging technology because you see it all on the television, on the commercial side. But the reality is, on DoD, we're still working to roll out 5G and realize the true potential of 5G capability. You've seen many of these DoD efforts that are quite candidly experimental right now. How do you leverage 5G for a data warehouse or to leverage the spectrum? What we need to do is begin leveraging 5G in connection with our weapons systems. The true potential of 5G is quite amazing. We can't look at it as just another communications medium, but a way to integrate as a software layer into many of our weapons systems. Imagine, if you will, the ability to connect a C2 system and do so in a secure microsecond kind of burst of data that then goes away. So one of our biggest problems in networks today is that attack surface. And when you build out these, I'll call them specialized network connections in a 5G world, you have the ability to do so in just a very brief moment, and then make it go away and recreate that in, again, another few microseconds. So that kind of potential of 5G in a deployment world is really exciting. And I would tell you that Air Combat Command has a new agile combat employment construct. And when you look at the ability of 5G to bring the capabilities to our flight line today where our young airmen can operate, do their maintenance, do their weapons loading with a handheld device that is enabled by a 5G backbone, and then take that same capability and potentially deploy it into an austere environment. Again, that 5G stack is running on the cloud construct that we talked about previously. So now that airman in a very austere environment can operate in the same fashion as he did in the main operating base, leveraging that 5G backbone with connectivity back through SATCOM and other means. That it's truly a game changer. Again, Dell Technologies is heavily invested in 5G today. We're building out solutions for our customers, and we truly believe that the 5G future is going to change warfighting.
Well, appreciate the way you've provided a really expanded view of 5G's capabilities, and also your broader observations and insights on the evolving defense technology space. So, David Stickley, thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely, White. Thank you.